welcome to Phoenix Wright Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Yeah. The Stolen, Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout. So what exactly is The Stolen Turnabout? The time is 1 a.m. Beep, beep, beep. Beep. What is this? Detective, we made it! Phew! What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. That's Gumshoe right there. Ho ho, you said it, pal. Must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check? What the hell kind of a code was that? Oh god, I don't even know that. What the hell? Ah! We've been had! Mask, demask, salutations. Out front, guards! Turn on the searchlights! Ha 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 ha! Better luck next time, gentlemen! What the hell? Who the hell? Ah ha ha ha! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. Just flies off into the night. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ah ha 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 ha. What? Mask demask. It's got like a Joker laugh. Okay, so what kind of a jewel are we talking about? October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Wright & Cole offices. Hey, Nick! Get a load of this! Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later, this is important. What are you freaking out about now? Hee hee, today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are. Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Hee hee, haven't you heard? Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this, some kind of poster? Treasure exhibition. What the hell? Crime Village, is that? That's right, it's our hometown, Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Haha, very funny, you can laugh all you want, but you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Crime exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Heh, same Maya, different day. You look the same. This young lady here is Maya Fey. The younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping the law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just cover of her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Crime Village is the home of the mysterious crime channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the crime school of the channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright? Alright, Nick, how long are you gonna make the two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit! Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure exhibit poster, the poster of the Treasure of the Crime exhibit. October 11th, 7:18 p.m., Lordly Tailor Main Exhibit Hall. Lordly Tailor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. This is awesome! Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty hanging old scroll that was in the Fame Matter storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl on a family heirloom. Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, I guess we should go in and say hello. This sounds so frickin' rinky-dink like the castle theme from Lufia, Fortress of Doom. Except even weirder. I'm just looking through, yeah, never have stuff going on any more streamers watch. You never really have something. Well, if that's the case... Together. I can't believe it! Ah, it sounds good. It's a little DeLorean reclining village. Yeah, look at that. But somehow it seems a reek of dreariness. Whoa, Mr. Maya, it's your house. It even says Fate Manor on it. Yikes, you're right. You kind of want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. This! The folding screen. I think I remember this whole folding screen here. I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence. In the murder case that happened in Crime Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The six-leaf crying secrets writings folding screen. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? And where's the bullet hole from last time? You don't see the bullet hole. This! A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters, probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's a title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. That's from the training hall! Pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, you're always looking for new ways, you know? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. And this is empty. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. The greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? Why? Of course there is, right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I bet it would really take your breath away. I bet you know something I don't. So your picture's right there. Present for my, Me? What more can I say? There's a third year This is... Oh, so Phoenix Wright actually has his own name here? That's a little bit different. Me? What more can I say? This is my third year as a young but skilled lawyer. Mia Fey, deceased, my older sister and eternal mentor in life and law, passed away 2 years ago. My assistant and disciple in the Crane tradition. My cousin in channeling prodigy. She's amazing spiritual abilities. Okay. October 11th, Lordly Tailor Basement Warehouse. Yup, this is a basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. I feel like the monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek! A monster, you were right. Huh? Monster? Good evening. It's good to see you. Adrian Andrews. So you're also in this case as well. You! I know you! Haha, nice to see you again, too, little miss. Ah! Hello! Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since the last time we met. She's wearing black instead of blue! And she probably changed her hairstyle. Did she? I can't tell. She doesn't have that card anymore from Shelley the Killer. She's got her own notebook. Really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. You! What brought you to Lordly Tailor? It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who's this woman? Why are you freaking out at me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I go work up, that's all. Mr. Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls further. Ms. Wright was there to help me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you, the Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Whew, that's a relief. You and Lordly Tailor. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Tailor's is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Do you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did! That's really wonderful! So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there is some priceless treasure here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So what is it with the face she's making? Do you know about this? I owe a great deal of thanks to that badge. It's the reason why I'm still here today. Oh, come on now, that's not true. I think that's what Nick means to say. It wasn't a thing. Care to add me on YouTube? I got that theme song stuck in my head now. Alright. One chicken. Well, I get to my shop, look at that. Don't think to me. Tell the truth, Nick. I know what you were thinking. No way, Maya. This. I wanted to do something nice for your friends, Mr. Wright. So that's why you arranged for this exhibit? I knew that Crime Village was the hometown of your assistant, Maya. I thought it would be great to let the rest of the world know about it, too. But that's not exactly thanking me, per se. Maybe, but who want to see an exhibition of Treasure of Phoenix Wright? I guess I can't argue with that one. Okay. Moi? You've certainly changed since I saw you 7 months ago. Really? Yes, you look like you've bulked up a bit. Well, now that she mentions it, I guess I have gotten a little stronger. You're such a dork, Nick. Alright, Mia! No. Yeah, no. No. Do you know? What do you know, Joe? I finally managed to put the events of 7 months ago behind. I really love the work that I'm doing now. Honestly, oh, it's nothing. And to this little girl, too. Thank you for saying so! I guess I wasn't much of a help, huh? No, that's not true. You were all a big help to me. She shouldn't take it so personally. That's not what she was exactly free to help. That's a different face that Adrian made. Barely even able to make up motions at all. I guess everybody goes black at one point. I need to get my pillow. 1 second. There! Okay. Can I move elsewhere? Can I move back upstairs? Can I examine the whole thing? Can I look at the door? Can I look at the vent? Can I look at the fire extinguisher? Can I look at this? This computer looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in and out of the storeroom. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to the computer. That's what. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. Camera. It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of care, they say. Cure. Okay, so... Brr. Looks like part of a big signboard. All I can read it on is brr. Aha! I got it! Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. No, that's not what it's supposed to say, you dum-dum. Oh well. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like, maybe for a World Hamburger Festival or something. I kinda doubt it. Aha! I got it! Maybe it said spaghetti. Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it made a typo. It might have said spaghetti festival. What do you think? Okay, to me, besides spaghetti, it's the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Okay. Ladder. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on your own cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Because we have had this exact same conversation in the first game on the second or third case? I can barely remember. Organi. It says organi. No, it doesn't. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because the place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? And this statue. What the hell is up with this statue? Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right? Yes, that statue of the woman who invented the crying channeling technique. Amy Faye. The statue is a loan from one of the training halls of the Fey Branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. The statue of the founder of the crime channel technique is holding a what? Holding the Shito. Ah! Oh! Okay, this one is hard to pronounce. Shito. What? Why is the pronunciation on this so freaking butchered? What's that creepy holding thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the crying sword Shitso. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Ah, phooey. I want to cut something! What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look, it's already 8. Haven't you all eaten yet? Well, exactly. Actually, I've already made a reservation in the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine! It sounds so fancy. The kids' lunch. You can add people on the perp. Apparently it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in the case, 1 kid's dinner for me. Shall we head upstairs then? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined. That very next day, something terrible had happened. October 12th, 10:09 a.m., Wright and Cole offices. Nick! This is terrible! What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak! Give me a break, will you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. We got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on the clues we found at the scene of the crime, authorities have been announced. They believe it was the work of a renowned phantom thief. Mask! Demask! Huh. Maske the Mask? According to the spokesperson, Lord Lee Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is a 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures. Lord Lee Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lord Lee Taylor? You don't think? Yes! Now get up, Nick! He was stolen by Demask! Our most valuable treasure! The crime secretary was stolen! What? Why? The Sacred Urn. Refresh my memory a little. What's the Sacred Urn? It's the only most important treasure in the Korean village, that's all. Look! It's right there in this poster. The I Am Amy. Do you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Korean channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes. That's right. Hold up. It's misspelled, isn't it? I thought that the urn had the name Amy written on it. And it says I am. Have any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well... Hee, there are some things best unsolved. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Pearly, that's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in a crime village, my hometown. The Sacred Urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. One of the treasure supposedly precious, it looks like a plain old pot. During that time, that's when Pearly broke the vase and tried to reassemble it. And then misspelled the name to I Am instead of Amy. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you? Nick, what do you mean? What do you mean that? Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how. The village is Mystic Maya, so she's the future master of the Korean School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah. And get the secret urn back. But I'm not a detective, I'm a lawyer. This has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you wouldn't find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of the bad guy again? Mask Demask. Nick, make a note of it. Mask Demask. Who is Mask Demask? Demask! That was terrible. It was terrible. I was arrested and everything. The case last year. 1 year ago, the murder in Crime Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's sphere channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Dick, will you mind not telling Mr. Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said that you wouldn't tell anyone that I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now remember this urn used to say Amy on it. She was playing with the ball until pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out well. Sorry, I'm not good at crafts and art, spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of saying Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. Your broken piece of treasure is on display in a museum for all to behold. October 12th, Loading Channel main exhibition hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. It doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks like pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute. That voice. Oh no, not him again. It's Gumshoe, isn't it? It is Gumshoe. It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up? Because I'm a belligerent ambulance chaser who's looking for a case to solve every single day of the rest of my life. I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? Any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing here hanging around? Hey, I asked you first. Why are there any... Alright, we got that. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? No, that's not how Phoenix Wright works. Hello, it's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, Little Missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now there's a good chance for you to try and remember it, right? And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Or Richard! You can call him any way you want. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah, good to see you again too, I guess. Now... What has happened? What? Oh, there it is. Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl, it's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, this thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Master Mask. I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I kind of owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? I got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was now just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong! The urn was being kept in a careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who's guarding the basement warehouse? That guy! It's all his fault. That thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swell head thinking that he's an ace detective. Who? Who's that guy? Ace detective? Who is the ace detective? I gotta get this sorted out. Okay, where was I? There's Mask, Gumshoe, Mask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Master Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. That's just an overused cliche at that point, isn't it? It's the next best thing since sliced bread. And I'm just having a George Carlin moment here. It's like, that's it? That's as far as we've come? Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known as surprise suspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Master Mask. So he's some kind of a master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lorelei Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew that he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? I mentioned that on TV. Ace Detective. Who is the Ace Detective? So why do you call him the Ace Detective anyways? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Master Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the fourth heist, Mr. H Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that's impressive all by himself? Yeah, I gotta admit it. Pal, maybe he was really good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us have ever gotten such a glimpse of the guy. So Mr. H Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? The calling card. So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Master Mask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of these calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. Yeah, that's a thing in criminology where you can only divulge so much information to the public, like withholding the suspect's name. The only way you can tell them a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. Calling card sent before the heist, the emblem is top secret. One second. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Dear God, no. Thanks, I guess. You never want copycats. How would I know? You know. Basement warehouse. Okay, October 12th, Lordly Tailor Basement. No matter how many times we come here, this place has always given me the chills. Probably because the air conditioned to protect the art pieces. You know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? What the hell? I'm afraid I have my own very little to offer, but please make yourself at home. Who the hell is this person? He's got that weird banana-shaped hair front, like Panty from Panty and Stocking, or like it's almost like electrified, so it kind of reminds me of Damon Gant from the first game. Who are you anyways? Shh! Silence! Hehehe, now I see. It's all becoming clear. What do you see? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. Presto! I made no sense whatsoever. A lawyer and a spare medium, neither very advanced at the trade. Am I wrong? Yeah. That's scary. How do you know that? How you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. How... The why part usually is a reason. The how is... the what. You're getting those two mixed up. I am a traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams. I have a magnifying glass for a glass monocle. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill the first duty of any gentleman. And introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me. oh, I get it. Look at me. I'm sorry, but this joke sucks. I swear all these names have weird sounds of references. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him imitate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I'm IFA, Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm Pearl's Fae. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin, and I'm Spirit Medium, Ace Apprentice. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does a phrase one short of Baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? Ace Detective. So you're really as famous as you say? Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. Okay, just because I don't know you does not mean I lack knowledge of the world. You do not represent the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Look at me! I am the masked arch enemy, the Ace Detective Luke Atme. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I have personally been on the heels of the villain since his first crime. After learning the criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. He even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of the Megina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from mask to mask. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscle. My brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. What? I thought it's brawny muscles and brilliant mind. They mentioned it in the news. The great people around the town segment. They said the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Mask de Mask. Oh, tell us what you know about Mask de Mask, and keep it simple, please. Like about how I devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of the store, we were locked up in the most glorious battle. I see, huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here in Lordly Tailor. Naturally, where Mask de Mask goes, you will find that me laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps, more like Mask de Mask, out against you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. The night of the crime! Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say that there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Mask to Mask calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes. You see, the person who hired me was quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. The calling card arrived, huh? Yes, so ace detective that I am. I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse and waited for him alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You've got a lot of nerve, after all. It was you that let Mask de Mask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. I don't know, you're not the Mask de Mask. I know, you're not the frackin' undercover person. Corn sealed? Precisely. Even the guards on duty here are unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible! How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous. So, lawyer, if I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For some reason, who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. Can I ask you about this? Do not fear, young lady. I promise I shall retrieve your urn. Thank you for Detective Amy and counting on you. The final round between Detective Luke Atme and Mask to Mask is set to begin. Still, there's something funny about this guy. Yeah, but don't forget he managed to retrieve the treasure from the last heist. Yes, I even have a video that details my role in the whole affair. I recorded it directly from the news on TV. Can I interest you in a copy? No, thanks. Statue. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful. Piddling evidence hog. You say in case I simply wish... That's right. Thanks, Maya. Why didn't you said I was a rival and not piddling evidence hog? This. Mask to Mask calling card. I got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such top-secret information. Well, I got an ace lawyer and an ace spirit medium and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want to guy to like us ever. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, not sure. That's right. We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return them to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Admin Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, Sir Delia, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Huh. Wait a minute! He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick! Don't worry about it, it's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too! Take me with you, okay? Fine. Okay, so... Something's really different about this. Paint cans, this box. A pathetic-looking wooden box, the secret urn. Ah! That's the box that had the secret urn on it. Don't touch it. There may be clues on the future identity on there. Grr, I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made this poor excuse of a box? That's what's that supposed to mean? I don't know, all even understand the winning way of Fey Manor. So there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Sniffle, sniffle. Poor Maya. Maybe I had better if Mouse had taken the box too. Okay, so what the hell is this? That's the sword I can't pronounce properly. Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? I don't know. The Shichishito. Shichishito. It's literally a 7-branch sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'll sell like hotcakes. There's a reason that bothers me. Something. Wow, you're really firing up on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword! Wasn't Mr. Cammy holding it last night? Yes. Why is it on the floor? All bent out of shape. Ah! And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from the little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Ah! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective at me smash with it. Like this. Ouch! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my hair! Shichishito. Similarly, so it wasn't bent before the crime. Huh. And this door. I need another good look at the door. Mr. Nick, what's the big door over there? Looks like the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of boxes and stuff back here. I guess that's where you're keeping the secret urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Okay, so what is this? Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. Well, I wasn't here last night. I would have noticed the color of this outrageous. But this paint is already dried up. And there's something weird about the paint. It's got a frickin' square indentation in it. Is that where that box was last night before all the paint got spilled? Well, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. Was it? Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left on the bottom side of the stain. Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. I think I know what it is. The statue of Miss Cammy is so cool. I want a gold statue myself. We can put it in the office. Alright, do that. Okay. Have fun. I will. We'll put it in the office. How's work? Good. Hey, it's Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? The statue of Miss Cammy, was this where it was last night? Ah! I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from an ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Moved on the night of the crime. But why was it moved on the night of the crime? That's the real question. Why are there a bunch of paint cans laying around? It almost looks like a metallic floor, like Metal Gear. Got a weird design. It's a security camera trained to the big door. It's set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out. A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of him in the door. I'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Sigmaya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for the criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face. Like this. Alright, so that computer... Hey, Pearly, do you know what the... It's a computer. A computer. I've heard those. It was such a cute name. Looks like the computer's for storing data from the security cameras. If someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this. We might even find a photo of mask to mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stick at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were such pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out of the camera today anyways. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk. Right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Warehouse camera went off once around 1 a.m. the night of the crime. We're getting a lot of evidence. But now what? There's Mask to Mask. A flashy thief who steals valuable works of art, then calling car before the heist. Okay, so... Is there anything I'm missing here? No! I think I got it all. I just gotta... Oop! Hey, Nick! Your cell phone's ringing. Beep. Hello, Phoenix right here. Oh, ho, ho, ho! It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what was that? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. H Detective. Finally, the underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yep. I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying... You captured Master Mask? Bingo! Well, actually he surrendered, but I still got him. Master Mask surrendered? What? That's great. So we can come up and pick up the secret urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What? Something wrong? Do you think we can swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you, Master Mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon. The detention center, huh? Oh. Go to Luke, detective at me. Detective at agency. What the hell kind of a weird agency is this? This is a detective agency, more like a set of some B-grade horror movie. Hello, is anyone there? Looks like nobody's home. Huh, what a waste of time. Hey, I know, let's take the frame picture back with us as a memento. Don't you dare, Maya! Guess we'll have to try back later. He's not here. We're gonna go back there. We gotta go here. And then we gotta go speak to Mask the Mask. October 12th, Detention Center Visitor's Room. Hey, pal, look at the Detention Center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep, after all, I got Master Mess. Right, but, so where's the sacred urn? Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess we didn't really think about it before. You're the victim in this case, huh? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. From Mask to Mask. You know, he's right, Nick. He is. If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Maybe. Well, I guess so, anyway. I'm used to thinking of the victim as a dead person, because we're always into murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the secret urn back. Please, don't just ignore me! Who the hell? Who are you? I'm, Mask to Mask. Okay? You're Mask to Mask. Why do you surrender? Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of all gangly? I'm Ron Delight. I am the famous Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. There's something really off about him. Mask to Mask. So you're the Mask to Mask guy. Yes! You bet! No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no, if you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean. What's wrong? Well then, I say wrong. What I merely meant to say is not right, per se. It's either yes or no. Don't. You see, it's not spelled Mask to Mask. It's actually Mask the Mask. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling. We know that much. Don't do that. And a major crybaby as well. So why do you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure, and now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right? Priceless treasure, that broken old urn. I have a little favor to ask. Yes? What is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Who's Desi? Sacred urn. Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Or maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep, so I'll just end up hurting people. Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear what he just said, especially the last part. Mr. Mask, do you think you can speak up a little? Yes, sir, I will, I promise. Or maybe not. Stop saying yes and then say no! You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. And you probably have water in the ear. Mr. Damask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn! Right away! Or actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but I'm actually afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already, just tell us straight. Please don't yell at me. Huff Huff, I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it! Where did you lose it? What? Lost it? What did you say? Did you say lost it? Yes, or maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it. You're never sure about yourself. You're like that guy from South Park, where he's like, yes, no. Just after Stan tries to take the Margaritaville back to the store, and he ends up going to another place, and he's like, oh, yes, no, oh. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. No, they don't. And neither is you just saying yes and no at the same time. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know? No. You forgot your sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute, you went on the train just like that? No, I was speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry! I just lost it somewhere! I don't know where! This guy's story is more surreal than a Dolly painting. Are you really sure this creep is Mask to Mask? Why, I don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your jokes on this guy. Desi. So who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that! I guess she must be his wife. Huff. I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout? Mr. Nick, what does it mean by hideout? Oh, sorry, naturally I meant to say my secret base. You are the biggest fanatic that doesn't have their shit together. Secret base? Well, my apartment is actually Palapazzo Pelepe, 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick. Domestic hideout. Something tells me she just liked the sound of the word hideout. Oh my god. You suck as a villain. You suck as a villain. You got yourself caught, and you're a big crybaby. You shit the bed! Okay, what is this? Mask to Mask hideout. You're a fanatic. Wow, check this place out. No doubt about the Mask to Mask hideout, alright? Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Huh? Who are you people? Are you Desi Delight? That's right, I'm Desiree. Ah! Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim. Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop and speak with you. I'm Faye, and this is my Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky Boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell how grateful I am to decide to help my Ronnie. Well, hi, you're welcome. Did she really call me Nicky Boy? What the hell's a Nicky Boy? I gotta talk to Rondelet. About your husband. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit. By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at the law office now. Remind me to not watch the channel news program. Also, you have motorcycle wheels for earrings. I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. Huh? But are you saying he didn't? Haha, of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know... Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Desiree Delight. Me, I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with the bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean? Sort of. Well, it depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand to live a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it can make your head spin. And shopping, I like to shop so much it makes Ron head spin. And the other day it actually happened, his head actually started to spin. Man, talk about high-maintenance wife. So where does Mr. Delight get all the money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it. As a security guard, I think my turn for my head to spin. The night of the crime. Can you tell us more about what happened last night? What time did that incident take place? 1? What time was it again, Maya? According to the detective, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I was doing business flying at night. Flying? Are you talking about your motorcycle? Yes. Anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught up to me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi. Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. Okay. You wanna know about this? Wait, will you know about this? Something fun. Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. This? What do you know about this? No, you can't show that to her, Nick. That emblem is top secret, don't you know? Don't! Oops, sorry. By the way, she just said top secret. What's worse giveaway than that? Oh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Have you seen this? No. No. Okay, so Nicky Boy, yeah? How do you like it? I bet it's so exciting. Yeah, sometimes actually a little too exciting at times. Oh, I just love a good thrill. Nicky Boy, it sounds like you have... So nice. This is starting to get awkward. Yeah, no. You! It's really amazing. A master at your age. Oh no, you got it wrong. It's my mother that's the current master. Oh, I see. So what exactly is she the master of anyways? Well, you see, it's... Don't say it, Maya. If you say spirit channeling, she'll laugh. Ouch, that hurts. You! Nope. You... Nope. Have you talked to him? Nope. Nope. Your husband, Master Mask, of course. I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep. What? Huh? Biggest fan? Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. So that's how his whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute. Did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Master Mask. What? What are you talking about? So... Ron Delight is a fan. He's not actually Master Mask. So why did he surrender? Delusions. So when did Ron first become Master Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Master Mask. Huh? Wait a second. Look around this room. This place is obviously Master Mask's hideout. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures, but Master Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, he really had stolen her when he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why didn't you ask him if he has the urn or not? She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type, but something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight is a master after all. I say, can I ask you something, Nicky Boy? What is it? I know I may seem like the bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had a feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie, I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me, please? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Mr. Delight. Okay, you got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Just her husband apparently contains something important. Is that the recommendation for legal representation? Maybe. Alright, give this to you! Oh, that's right. Here, that's from your wife. Oh, from Desi? Thank you! Letter given to Master Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto the letter so hard the ink is going to squeeze out. He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mr. Mai, too, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawyer? Yes. In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. So it is a letter of representation. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Can I prove that this stupid, dumb frick is a deluded fanatic who likes the villain? Maybe. How pathetic can I prove him to be in court? Hey, hang on a second. You can't be here, lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case. Victims of this masked guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she did. She could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true, or actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh, now you're getting into that. Oh, no, it's spreading. Oh, please, I'll give you the charger of your choice in return. What should I do? Take his case. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? Hey, he's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief, but I think there's more to this case than meets the eye. Because Transformers references have been used everywhere. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls, I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you ever. Wah! Pearly, wait. This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Pearly, why can't you understand? I actually need to talk to this person. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd reacted like that. I guess I might as well have started investigating. Oh, Maya! Where's Pearls? Pearls-san wa doko desu ka? She said she's going back to the office. Go and check on her, will you? And what about you? Are you gonna okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case? Yeah, I'm fine. I believe in you, Nick. Snivel, I think I'm gonna cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. Pearly Pearl, you little lolicon. You're a lolicon. There you are. Ah, Mr. Nick, welcome back. Hey, Pearls, you're back too, I see. I went back and bought a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it. Hey, Pearls. It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Nick, we're all trying to trust you. I'll never forgive you, ever! Mr. Maya, the tea's ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake. Yeah, thanks. Pearls? Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. You really don't want to talk about it. Hey, it's okay, I just cleaned this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. Pearl! I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when the murder happened in the crime village. I still remember when she said to me the first time we met, You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone. Hey, Maya. I thought that it was all because she was young, but... About what? Pearls. I thought she's got the wrong idea about you and me. Huh? There's something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a crime village custom, sort of. Pearl seemed to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearly's mother is... Oh, yeah! Morgan Fay. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. Because she was involved in the channeling ritual axe murder. I'm the only family Pearly has right now. But it's the same for me too. Maya, my mother's gone too. Crime Village custom. There are hardly any men in the crime village. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited. I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family. Yeah, you did, and that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. What about transgenders? If you've been infused with the estrogen, can you not also channel the feminine energy? That's why the whole culture of crying kind of revolves around its women. Well, that's understandable, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh, well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father? He's gone. He left the village when he was very young. And she was very... Boy, that's tough. Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. Wise mother. So your mother's still missing. Yeah. And no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Faye. The current master of the crying channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know it's sort of a spirit medium thing. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Mystic Maya, the master of the crying technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the famed family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around in the office. Yeah, I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls. Mr. Nick? Yeah? I acted like a baby. Pearls, I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I'll have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick? Yes? I from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. No, it's okay. Well, I'm going to go for a little bit. Huh? Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm going to show you I can be useful too by finding some evidence. Hey, wait, it actually sure runs fast. Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. Okay, so... Now what? We gotta go back here? No, but... I want to examine a few things. There's one impressive bookshelf filled with some very impressive books. Find the papers in H Detective, Under Bridge Addiction by Luke Atme, H Detective. Hey, he's even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies. Ah, well, look at that. There's a little Luke Atme doll at the helm. How cute. There's a microscope here. I wonder if he was researching something. The glass sides have different names on them. This one says Atme Virus. This guy must have died to make a name for himself, huh? It's getting kind of irritating, actually. This desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment. Oh, I love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you wouldn't know this, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen. No, it's oxygen and hydrogen. H2O. I'm sorry you failed science. Get out of my class. No, not carbon, oxygen and hydrogen. Oh, well, there is always alternative theories, I guess. If by alternative theories you mean the one that you make up inside your head of yours. I'm sorry, you failed science. You fail! Mission failed. We'll get him next time. What a creepy painting. It looks like he's looking right at me. Maybe you should put up a big portrait of you in the office, Nick. I can even paint it for you. Maybe you can pose while cleaning the toilet. I think I'd prefer something a bit more dignified. Fireplace. Whoa, it's a huge hearth. Now, great. Now Maya's saying that. That's a fireplace. So, what's the difference? The difference... You need to stop judging things based on a narrow-minded cultural assumption. The only difference is your response to it. Right, sorry. Hey, Nick, what's this thing here? It's called a gramophone. In the old days, people used to use them to listen to music. You can't be serious. I think it's probably purifying the air or something. I bet you use 50 cents. Come on, what do you say? Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. Because you're gosh dang. You failed science. I'm never taking a bet with you ever again. Okay, nobody's here. Nothing here. Might need to talk to you. I already talked to you. Never mind. I gotta get it. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Alright, what's back in here? Early Tailor Main Exhibition Hall. Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn! You look more nervous than in the previous case. So... Please, calm down. What's wrong? Stiffle, it never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. I don't know, but I'm good with my hands. I can make you another urn. Hold it on, just wait, okay? Breathe, calm down, and talk to us. Forgive me. The masked calling card. So when do you get the calling card from Mask to Mask? Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but the detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Atme to help you with security? Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know that much more about Mask to Mask than the police. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? Well, yes, I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches. So that's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse. Yes, Lordly Tailor is very serious about their security measures. It was their way of saying, bring it on to any potential thieves. Well, he sure brought it last night and even left with a nice souvenir. Security! Can you tell us more about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault! I never should have called this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyways. Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a very important object. Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was practically zero. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe it could make it look more valuable. But my urn contains the soul of Mystic Amy. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Amy. But 5 days ago, I began to receive all sorts of exhibit items from the crane. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse in it. So maybe one of them was actually Mask to Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Okay. This. No, you get nervous. No. Okay, this. Nope. Okay, I need to question you on everything. Nope. You get nervous. Nervous again over yourself. You get nervous. Did you talk to Detective Gumshoe? No, you didn't. Nope. Nah. You know her. You don't know her. Never mind. Okay. Is there any type of evidence I have not looked at? Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna have to go to the basement and take a look at what I missed. Wait, this? According to the computer data, someone did in fact go through these big doors last night, right? Yeah, I guess so. The shutter did go off once, you know. I wonder if that detective brought this camera in with him. Good question. Let's take a look at it. Huh? It says property of Lord Tailor on it. So it's borrowed. Kind of strange for an ace detective, don't you think? Huh. The purchase room was right there on the other side of these doors. Yeah, and according to the security camera data, someone was in there last night. Grr! What'd I like to do to him? That pathetic looking wooden box. Ah! Box had the secret urn in it. Don't touch it. Worked so hard to make the box, huh? You made... It's the same as before. This is different. Really starting to like this thing. It's so cool looking. I'd like to strap it to my waist and walk around town like a samurai. Careful! Gumshoe will lock you up and throw away the key if you're caught. Because... unlike what Filthy Frank said in one of his videos, nobody walks around the subway with the katana. This looks like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this femur. The bottom of the left part is what shop, shape, fucking pink. I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important. When we were here at Miss Andrews last night, the statue wasn't here now. Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it? Well, if someone moved it, it was probably the criminal. If he didn't like being watched by Mystic Amy while he stole the urn. Hey, cut it out. You're giving me the creeps for that kind of talk. I already looked at that. Is there anything else I have looked at? Oh. Okay, please tell me you're back. Okay, something finally happened. October 12th, at me, Detective Agency. Hello? Well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. There you are. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. Actually, we're kind of a... Shush! Silence! I have redness in my eyes. Hee. Precisely as I expected. What is it? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. You said that before, and you came up with a bunch of ridiculous nonsense. How is this any different now? Aloria and a spear medium, am I correct? I repeat myself all the time. I think we've already been through this. Ha! So my estimation was correct. Zvari! How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? Yeah, the night of the crime. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night. Precisely, this is my 5th encounter with my archenemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with my rightful pursuit of my prey. I hear you've been after Master Mask since his first theft. Yes, my dear, I see you've done your homework. In this very heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum Sacred Hall, the crime scene itself. So, that's why you were hired as a security for the treasure exhibit? I'm pretty sure you said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lonely Tailor and set up the perfect trap. Must be in the security camera. But I thought you were watching the area yourself too, so how did Master Mask manage to steal an urn? That's $1 million question. What is Master Mask's modus operandi? In other words, motive? Wait, what the frack is a modus operandi? M.O. Modus operandi meaning. Particular way or method of doing something characteristic or well established. What is the method? M.O. Pattern or method of the operation. Secret urn. Mr. Army, do you know what the secret urn? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, that is Master Mask. Secret urn? Pfft, there's nothing to do with the case. It kinda does. But wasn't that what Master Mask stole this time? I am a hunter, sir. The urn has nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? I don't like this guy's attitude, Nick. Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. Master Mask M.O. There's something that's kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we're all but seekers wandering along in the dark. Well, I was wondering how Master Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know? Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were the one on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, like you should have at least seen Master Mask. He's gonna... Yep, he's gonna give me a Cyclock. What the... It's a Cyclock. Cyclock? Shit, he is hiding something. But what? Ugh. I actually get to talk about the Cyclock. Alright, Cyclock. Hey, Nick! What's with the Cyclock thing? Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are. What? This Magatama has that kind of power? Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year. Well, it's true that this Magatama is prized family heroine, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with their spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about it. What can it do? This is the woman that's going to take over the Kurain channeling school someday? So how do you do it? How do you break the Cyclock thing? Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret. Cool! I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out. Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Okay. Because it's like a new game, it's assuming that it doesn't know what the Magatama is from the previous game. So... Alright, do I have the evidence that'll drag the truth out of him? I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a shot, so take that! Okay, can I break him open? That is the question. Master Mask M.O. You looked at me, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Mask commit the crime. Well, now I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Happy 4th! Oh yeah, it is 4th of July today. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that is much true. But I can tell for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but look at me is lying through his teeth. I know, I'll show him some proof. The telegram I have here that someone went through the door last night. The warehouse camera went off at around 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, meaning someone did in fact go through that door, so take that! There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. You should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through the door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but you've already gotten your hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in a flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying it didn't do my duty properly? Detective Amy, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be a reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've got just a piece of evidence that should prove it. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Mask to Mask. If that's the case, the reason why you didn't... in that case, the reason you didn't at the time, because you were not fast asleep, he doesn't sleep, using the bathroom, unconscious? Unconscious! I'm afraid that doesn't make time to put your money where your mouth is. Take that! The ceremonial sword, it was bent! Someone was clocked over the head with it. Detective Abney, you're knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Ha ha ha, you must be joking. You think that I look at me could be knocked unconscious so easily? The sword proves it. America on 4th of July. That's... Before the theft, the sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at the time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. Well, detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. Got it! Knew it! No mistakes. Good. Well, obviously, because it's sort of easy, so the information's easier to pick up. It was one lock, so of course it would have been easy, so the mask's M.O. I can't deny that there might be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you. Clobber? What an ugly way of saying, but I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck me at the precise moment I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Besides, perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. The arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch! Mr. Emmy should have had his poor head examined. You didn't say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Mask knocked at me during the crime with a blow to the head. Back to the head. Well, looks like we got one thing clear up anyway. Huh? What? That Amy is the greatest ace detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Mask to Mask. Just one moment, sir lawyer! The thief was unquestionably Mask to Mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh! Last night the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. That's him! Mask to Mask. Huh. Security camera, photo of the security entry taken by the camera on the night of the crime. The thief can none other be other than the arch criminal Mask to Mask. Something's really off about this. I don't know what. Something is really off about this. I don't know. Something is off, but what? The thief can only be an arch criminal Mask to Mask. After all, he has very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? The Mask's reason. So, what do you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that! Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You need to go and investigate. But how do you know about that? Humph, have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever! Look at me! I guess I better go take a look just in case. Fine! But something tells me you're hiding something. Alright, so I'm looking for something. What is this? It's mask to mask. There's a tape recorder hanging from the neck. Let me see that. Click. Ah ha ha ha! I'll be taking the crown now. Ah ha ha! I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? I don't know. There's a helmet right here. I think I've seen those before. This thing looks vaguely familiar. Oh, I know, it's a fishbowl. Well, it's an upside-down one anyways. I think it's a helmet, an alien helmet. And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver, an alien transceiver. Nick, you think maybe you could act a little grown-up for once a bit? Getting lectured by my aunt to be more of an adult. That's a new low. I've seen those before. And I know who they belong to. It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged in a nice frame. Oh, look, Nick, it's a fake beard. There's also a mask made out of cardboard, too. Here, Nick, try on this fake beard. Come on, try it on. Hey, cut it out. Now put on the mask. Aha, it's Phoenix the mask. Let's borrow it for a while. No way, I'm not stealing this from a thief. I have enough bad karma as it is. Because everybody hates lawyers. Nick, it's a torpedo. It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real. They could have picked up something like this. Please don't say it. Torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. It's frickin' torpedo. Bike, kitchen, pictures, everything, books. There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic-sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck on them. Let's see here. No, let's remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. A calling card is an important part of a good thief's modus operandi. Wow, Ron really studied his stuff. So, what is this on the floor? There's a whole bunch of stuff piled over here. Duck and cover, it's a missile. Do you think you know they're dynamite and missiles? But they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just well-made-up toys. The rolls of paper stuck in a trash can. Theft of the Mad Zurin Stone, the great albatross strategy. Theft of the immortal goddess statue, the great knuckle bomber strategy. Did the police even investigate this place? Huh. Oh, that's so cute. It's a hot air balloon, you know? Wow, there's no fooling you. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. The emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Ron Delight really is Master Mask. I better not tell Maya. She kind of scary when it comes to celebrities. Hey, Nick, remember what Detective Amy said? Exactly, that Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate it. How would you know there was a green envelope in there? Have you been in there before? A green envelope, huh? This looks like it. Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KGB security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. $50,000! This is a blackmail letter. It sure looked like a major clue, alright. Blackmail letter added. Written with a pound and fin found in Ron's room. Ding dong! Oh! Someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take a second, but I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Please, come in on in. I'll make a coffee. Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home. Pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice. Oh, Nicky Boy. I'm sorry, but I have another guess. Ah! You're... Nicky, it's you and Maya too! What a fluke! It's Larry! Ah, Larry, long time no see. What, you know each other? Nicky Boy? Nick, you and this girl have something, something going on? Something? I underestimate you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this and married too. Way to go, dude! I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. It's Larry. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, it was your very first client. Got quite the storied history, he and I. And what he used to say is showing true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Hey, come on now. You're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty thing here. So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two will go ahead and catch up all the time, so I'm gonna check up on my bike. Larry! Nice girl, that Dizzy. So how have you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. Why are you here? What have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. Now what's with these clothes? You look all weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. But how can I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Ha 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 ha. What's wrong? Nick, but I gotta tell you, women, I don't trust them anymore. Are you going to the other side? You got dumped again? Well, you know, Bennifer, I followed her up with the way to Japan 2 years ago. Who the hell is Bennifer? What the frick is a... Is this just as bad as Epiphany? That's where I am at the famous Caddy Tom. My whole life changed. What? Bennifer? Caddy Tom? I never heard of either of them. That sounds like a fake girlfriend name. What? I don't know. What kind of... Oh, it's... Anyway, dude. Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually, anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women! They're so... Ah! Oh. But you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. Why are you here? The biggest question of all. So what are you doing here anyways? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked up this last night while I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Ron's wallet, found by Larry at his part-time security job building. Night of the crime. Hang on. Let me see that for a moment. I knew it. Jesse's picture is in here. Yeah, it really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick! It's not what you're thinking at all. No, I'm pretty sure you haven't changed a bit. Aw, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here to just check out Mr. Light. You say you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? The security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. The wallet. So what time is it when you found this wallet last night? Huh? Why are you asking me that? Trying to see if I got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for the crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure. Take a look at this. It's right here in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See? It's got a serial number right there, so there's no mistake about it. You said you were working part-time in a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. Found inside Ron's wallet, apparently used for the building of his part-time job. So, based on that logic, Ron Delight is a security guard. Notice trouble magnet ever since grade school. Okay, so Ron is also a security guard. Same thing with Larry. Unfortunately. I need... Oh, wait. Said to learn as much as I can about the card, so... Boink! Are you sure about this key card? Yep! That's the key card we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need it to get into the room, and every time you use it, that card, it leaves a record. Leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but the data is off the limit to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Opens up the KG Security CEO's office, leaves a record when used. Okay. I think I got that down. Can't talk to him. Can't talk to you. What if I present this again? Will that do it? Sure, with this key card. Lost of job, I never had a chance with Desi. No. What if I present the wallet? But you didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey, man, be serious. You know what I was interested in? Rasmus doesn't look out. He's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. Blackmail letter. Have you seen this? Hey, Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth. Is that why Alexis was born? Huh? What? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't have that kind of money. No, don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Whew! Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot! Wait, I'm an idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KGB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I got the part-time job, at KB Security. What? Sounds like I should really find out more about this KB Security company. KB Security, the company, and the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work. Yeah, in fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what have you been doing here, then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know that mice do when the cat's away? When the cat's away, the mice will play. Yes, anyway, how far is this company? Let me see, it's about 30 minutes by car. Well, if you fly down the road anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to the Lurley Tailor, right? It would take roughly an hour to go from there to KB Security and back. If Rondelay was a KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa! Then he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Hey, Nick, your phone! Beep. Hello, is this the right residence? Ah, Pearls, where are you? I thought I'd go to Lurley Tailor to try to find more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me the phone, Nick. Harley, where are you right now? I was walking along when I found myself in front of the person's office. That person. Who? The person who doesn't act his age and always says Zavari when he's excited. Look at me, ace detective. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you. Alright, I'm a little scared. Beep. Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? The phone just call sounded real cutie. Another one of your special friends? Say goodbye to Mr. Light for me, would you, Larry? Because I need to go to Esme. Detective Agency. To pick up Pearly. Okay, there you are. Ah, Mr. Nick, Mr. Maya, Pearly. I never thought I'd see you again. The two of you again. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? I feel like I gotta shave it. Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look a little something's changed since we were here last? Now that you mention it, there's a bag on the counter. What is it? This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute, can't just open up a private property? Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true, the truth can be told. I have to admit I am kind of curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it feels, it's kind of hard and smooth. Like the urn? Well, hello there! Eek! He's here! What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so frankly. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick! I can't believe you! A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. That's right, Shrimpy Tramp. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Vary! Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? Wow, Nick, sounds like it's gonna be really exciting. Okay. What's in the bag? So what's in the bag, Nick? What's in the bag? Way at me barging in like that, I never actually got the chance to look. I know I was going to collapse of shock too, but from the feel of it, it was something hard. Smooth and hard. Was it the urn? Alright, talk to you, tomorrow's trial. What's gonna happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick. Tomorrow will be the day, remember. I, look at me, will take the stand. And then, Zwei! My testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will mask you as co-conspirators. How? Conspirators? Hee, you're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it is not I that is your greatest enemy. There is far more dangerous threat than you will face during the trial. What are you talking about? So, lawyer, if you're truly who you are, say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Got it. Got it? Maybe. But I have something that looks a little similar. Waiting for Godot. If I can find... See? Waiting for Godot. So, yeah, I actually have the Samuel Beckett novel with me, Waiting for Godot. I don't know why this name has appeared in this game. In this novel, Godot never appears. With this game, he does. Also, I like Waiting for Godot. It's a nice play. I even watched the Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart variation of Waiting for Godot, where it's just two homeless men just arguing to each other about the meaning of life. Godot! To mask identity. You have to take a step down the path of You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. You're not the only one who's told me that. To try to defend a career criminal deserves nothing less than death as penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knew for sure that Mr. Delight really is a mask. Hey, my dear lady. Times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you're more mature. Who's this Godot person? It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godot, a legend or a myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. Prosecutor Godot? But the prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth! Isn't that right, Nick? It's no surprise that I, a spirit medium such as yourself, would know nothing of this. But ace prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in the country. And you agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you could possibly call him call him the Luca Acme of the prosecutor's office. Well, that's good here. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong? I seem to remember hearing someone about like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Looks like we're done investigating for the day. Hee, Sir Laria. The stage has been set in and all other places finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. It gets tougher by the second. What? I am quick on the draw, but slow to the breath. But I need to learn to breathe. You gotta breathe when you do shit like this. So this has gotten a bit interesting. Godot. Not Miles Edgeworth, not Winston Payne, not Francisca von Karma, not Manfred von Karma. Godot. Definite library number 4. Hey, Nick! Who's Godot? I don't see his name here. Where is he? Hey, Nick. What is it? Is something wrong? Ah, but you see all the crazy people? See all the people here? It's crazy! Oh, so check out the Master Glacier I bought. What the hell? You bought this. Where? From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Mass publicity photo stuck on the court record. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! I've heard there are a few things you need for successful conviction. Motive, opportunity, and a confession. You got one of the 3, but I don't know if you got the motive, let alone the opportunity to do it. So confessions don't just stand on their own. Anybody can confess to anything. He's at it again. Set the color card to the Lord Tailor. I admit it! But you don't have the secret urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean I didn't commit the crime. That doesn't mean you did. Normally, when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you, yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, that's you, bunny. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Well, you see, actually, the thief is me. Can I tell you something, Nicky Boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say that? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky Boy. Good luck. So he's innocent. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is Damask or not. But there is only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. There's gotta be something here. Even though it's a little past the hour, I'd like to go for a bit of a marathon. October 13th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 6. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Is that Godot? What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? What? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. You're trying to put the judge on edge, aren't you? Who are you? I am Godot. Legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Ah! He's the one that Detective Amy was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha! None. How can you be a legend if you've never had a case before? What are you saying? I never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you say you've never lost before. Exactly, I've never lost, I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Ha! Do you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. No. What? This guy is a real deal, alright, Nick? Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright. Nick! Is he a friend of yours? I don't know. I know Edgeworth, and I especially know Francisca von Karma, but not Godot. No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell. I thought you were called from heaven. To do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before to you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. You want to see how long I'm going to last? Is that what it is? You want to do it? Do it! Do it! Well, then, let's hear it from your first witness. You didn't give an opening statement. What the hell? My name is... No one has asked you for your name, witness. Eric! The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening. Wow, you kinda... You did what Edgeworth could barely do. You skipped the witness's name. I don't know if I can consider this one, Godot has a hard time of getting everybody's name, or Godot just doesn't care about anyone's name. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness, first let's hear about what you know about the thieves. That the thief stole about the urn. Yes, sir. Mask demasks crimes. Master Mask is a master of thief that started with crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling cards before he even commits the crimes. That was his 5th heist. This was his 5th heist and is usually sent a card to Lord Lee Taylor. His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Mask to Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. So then the actual identity of Mask to Mask is... Mr. Godot? What are you? Frickin' drinking coffee and cart. We're in the middle of trial here, Mr. Godot. Blacker than the moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please proceed. Drinking coffee. Very well, it's only coffee after all. What? You can't even be letting him slide this early in the trial? Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do now is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. Huh. Now, how do I do that? It was not Master Mask. This one's getting a bit harder as it goes on. Is a master thief that started his crimes to be about 6 months ago. Hold it! Different music. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yep. Nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a Zavari, author on thieves. An author who's written books about thieves? Actually, probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those two fingers happen to be butterfingers. Press harder. So nobody knows about more of the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zvari, don't you? Who's this Zvari? He sounds German. His name is Luke at me, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. Seems like you're not the expert you claim to be. Eric! It looks like the thief is toying with me even now. He's so confident that he sends his calling cards before he commits the crimes. Hold it! Have you seen all these so-called calling cards? Of course I have, except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Matme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card the Lurley Tailor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public. So you're absolutely certain that this card is real. I'm sure you can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about the Master Mask emblem. This was his 5th heist, and as usually sent the card to Lurley Tailor. Hold it! This 5th heist, and your 5th screw-up, huh? Objection! Pal, that ain't fair. Maybe we could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time it wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You, of all people, shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away, you got me? Wow, looks like he's really got an in for Detective Atme. His pattern is always to go after the most precious art pieces. Hold it! Art pieces like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous tear of Ammonon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir, it's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was a crown of Bongara, you know, the thing you put on your head. After that, the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum. The target of his 5th and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume that he must have some underworld connections. Somehow, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he looks too stunning to be hanging out with the underworld. That's why we were sure it was Master Mask. It fits his MO to a T. Hold it! What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of that asking the same myself. I wish you could listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's a calling card where 100% it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. They're all parts of a thief's modus operandi. And so, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions... That's right. I mean, the Master Mask is behind it. Nick, definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way. It was rather wrong as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask. But also the urn hasn't turned up, let alone connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to follow it wasn't Master Mask that did it. Okay, contradiction time. Mr. Thief, so confident he sends the calling cards, he even commits a crime. This is his 5th heist, and as usually sent it to Laura Taylor. That is true, I don't see anything wrong with that. His pattern is always go after the most precious art pieces. Objection! The urn is not a precious art piece. Supposedly priceless, but has no monetary value. So, why would that? Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Good thing I was quick on that draw! Just hearing a little in the question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposed priceless art doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it, and I meant that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after. Aha! If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction, the argument made itself. But, well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? You want to drink your coffee? You gotta go to the bathroom at some point. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. You've been counting? I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Wright. So in other words, you're thinking about your coffee, you're not thinking about the courtroom. Is that what you're saying? What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. And no. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Master Mask methods. A fake. Fake Master Mask? Fake the mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order. Trite. Oh shit. Proof that the person who appeared at Lily Taylor that night was actually fake. It's photo of the entrance taken by the crime. It was Mask. The mask. But hold on a second. Wait. There is something different. The emblem on the chest is not there! I do have proof. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. I do have proof! Just give me a second and I'll prove it! I know I sound like a frackin' retard, but you know what? That's just part of the whole game I'm playing. It looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lily Taylor that night was in fact fake the mask. This! The proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Ha! Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use the pointer and what is so peculiar. This! It's right here, of course. You mean Mask of Mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? The problem I have with the security photo is that the brooch on the masked chest. Breach? Here, bailiff, get to my seat. We need to retreat at once. A brooch, Your Honor, it's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But the master mask in the security photo. Ah! He has no brooch! That brooch is the same thing as the emblem on the Damask calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lily Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, the master mask is a fake! I've been fooled again! No, you weren't. Well, not again. You were fooled this time, but... Order, it's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how can you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Hey now, if you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Uh-huh. Whenever it seems to be the detriment of everybody else, you seem to want to join in. Whenever it is the detriment to yourself, you don't want anything to do with it. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How can you have overlooked such a large brooch? Ha! The brooch you're talking about? What do you know about it? You mean this? Ah! That's Master's brooch. Where do you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence, so I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of the big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? You must mean the Amy Faye statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pockets. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. So in other words, you hid evidence. The prosecution is hiding evidence. Grr, this guy is one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course, I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints. What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order in the cart! Mr. Godot, let's see the brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic friend here. Take good care of her. It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh, Phoenix, we have a problem. I need to save it, quickly. Otherwise, it'll get out of hand. Damask brooch added. Looks like it was torn off some clothing. Found in the shadow of the Amy Faye statue. Ha! You mess with Godot, and you get burned. But I love getting burned! Grr, he's been playing me like a violin. You sound like Kaz from Phantom Pain. It's like, he played us like a goddamn fiddle! Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me, but I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness in the courtroom. Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Okay. 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shush! Silence! Hee. Now I see it. It's all becoming clear. That's the third time you said that. I'm not impressed at either of them. What's clear? Tamari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. And we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Ha! Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Actame, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I've heard of the night of the murder you were all alone in the security detail. You have heard correctly. My special made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe is worth anything, that is. Why is this guy all by himself anyways? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what the special monikers of witness. What I witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a forced blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal. My specially made monocle never misses a thing. It looks like a magnifying glass! How the hell? However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We're not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves! The great Master Mask, my arch-enemy. Are you trying to pull in Aladdin on me? That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well, proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. What a witnessed. It was approximately 1 in the morning, just after the date change. How do you know? So, what would be 1 o'clock in the morning on the 12th? On the 12th, am I correct? That's an impressive deduction, Mr. Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. We're exactly where you were at the time. A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse, near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So, then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, you said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scene before. Precisely, that is precisely why I chose not to hide that last night. I thought you were concealed, and nobody knew about it. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your patienty head, that is. In any case, that's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Hold it! Dancingly descended. From where, exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, and my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-footed shoes. I hereby W a stunts. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. You're so frickin' proud. You would never get past the first trial in Mount Purgatory. Hold it! You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's difficult to part. How should I put it? I saw his mask, that's all that I can recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However... Fortunately, I have my third monocle, the security camera at the ready. He captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. As long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good, then let's continue with the testimony. So you didn't say anything. Darkness swallowed me. This one is this. Approximately 1 o'clock in the morning. It just began to turn. The final coward struck a blow upon my noble head. Only before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Hold it! Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing. That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Humph! Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually yes, by a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too. You see? You have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. You may have had brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seemed to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then... 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Hold it! About this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden hills of Elysium. Is he talking about frickin' astral projection here? As usual, I have no idea what this guy's saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So, what happened during the 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. The span of time has truly vanished into the ether. Just what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about... Could not have noticed when the thief came in. Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Okay! Contradiction finding time. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. Before I could land a single strike. Found it looks like it was torn off some clothing, so... Objection! There was a struggle. But you're saying you were knocked out before you could do anything. Look at me. Could you take a look at this with your special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder what happened. Ha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Also, Sherlock Holmes, my schwab. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Nope, it was ripped off. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha! We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. and there's only one person in that position who have been struggling with a thief. The only person that was on security duty that night, you, Detective Amy! Detective Amy, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony in the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. No, wait just a moment, Sir Old-Timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's almost what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, is that right? Talk too much. Witness, are you saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. You've been coming up with too many rules, haven't you? Indeed, I understand. Look at me, agree completely. Fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. What time is it? 7? However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam, and that was all she wrote. First. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, it is certainly understandable. I myself always get confused which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Oh, dear God. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. Hold it! Why? So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those have gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer. What should I do? Should I ask more questions? About the sensor? What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone couldn't enter and exit from. There are air conditioner duct, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat deducting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a whole lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lord Taylor department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belonged to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Hee. Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer? However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Hold it! How do you know? What does that mean, discombobulated? Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die out until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what does it mean exactly? Discombobulated. Confused or disconcerted. Now I've forgotten, what was I saying? Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we cleared that all up. You can go on with your testimony. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. Hold it! What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that I looked at me was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword for the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correct! Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shito. So the thief armed himself with the sword, and what about yourself, witness? A true gentleman fights with his own fists, but they were not enough. Hold it! You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that approximately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch-nemesis, Mask the Mask. This guy is a real piece of work. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote. Hold it! Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. What? Powericious? I assumed the enemy fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? You were blinded. So what was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light. Came from the statue of a woman. The statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. Well, that wasn't very much help. What do you think, Nick? Well, there's something that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This look at me guy, he's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. I don't know, I don't feel like it's time to find contradictions. Or is it? Hold it! I'm gonna skip all this until I get to the point. About the computer. So did the computer belong to Lord Tailor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was especially designed by me. Look at me. In the case, it could have easily manipulated the data. Hee hee hee. What's wrong, Soloya? However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Hold it! Feel like... Okay. At me fighting style. What is this at me fighting style? I'm sorry about that, it's a trade secret. I really cannot say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall and say no one can get behind you. That's it, the at me fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about this testimony? It's very important? Of course it's important. We've learned a secret after all. Yes, indeed, I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add your secret information in the official testimony. I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. Hold it! Where is this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the enlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like. Why did you just say that in the first place? Sir Loya, it looks like the creases on your own forehead are getting deeper. Sir Amy got hit in the forehead then. That's what he says. It's kind of funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. Well, then what do you think? Well, there's one thing I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? Okay. Something tells me I gotta look at this last statement. I put my back to the wall to fight, but that thief's blow landed upon my third eye. I thought you were hit with a blow to the back of the head, so... OBJECTION! Detective Amy, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun is this, Sir Loya? It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way through somewhere else beside the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. You were hit in the back of the head. From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you would forget where you were hit on your head. It seems I've made another mistake. No, Detective Amy, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean? For example, the very fact that you hid this calling card from the police itself is strange. Throwing suspicion on the witness. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Eric, geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. You got something to say, Mr. Godot? To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans are machines, they have souls, feelings. But what if they were? It would be a become human, Detroit become human scenario. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes. So what? Hey, hold on, it's not as pretty as that. Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end, that's one of my rules. How many rules do you keep getting? This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. And my chance to save it again for 100th time. Mr. Wright, what exactly are you asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. Atme is no ace detective. This Mr. Atme is a fake. Mr. Atme is mask to mask. Calling him a fake would get nowhere. Calling him not an ace detective is just useless, so... You're mask to mask! The answer is simple, it's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme is straight in, he is actually mask to mask. And your reaction to that somehow confirms it. Order in the cart! Right, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts of Mr. Amy's story. He says that he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe, and the entire police force tries to miraculously retrieve the stolen charger. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisite, elegant deduction. I picked up clues and the police overlooked in order to arrive data. Nope. Oh, please, the explanation is far simpler than that, Detective at me. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask to Mask. Jerk! But Mr. Wright, this photo clearly shows Mask to Mask. The security camera belongs to Lee Tailor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as a thief and stole the iron. So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief? Is this true, witness? Aha! Are you confessing? Hee-yah-wah-yee! What the hell? The Mask's MO is pure genius, and I am so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Mr. Lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. I made him act weird. That's good enough for me. Detective Emmy, will you assume the thief's identity? What the frack? What the hell? Threw a freaking coffee at me. Good old blend number 102, my personal favorite. You threw coffee at me! Mr. Godot, the ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem, it simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of a whole cloth, but it is in fact nothing more than paperwork quilt, Mr. Wright. If this detective really is a thief, then show the proof of your claim. He had... Okay, I'm thinking. His bag. He had a bag in his desk, and something in it was smooth. But it better be as hot as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see the successor proof you have quickly. Hello. Hello. Still live streaming. Okay. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? I need to prove it, but how? I don't know how. Are you alright, Nick? Hammy looks pretty rattled now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can, but can I really do it? The decisive evidence that provides is in fact Mask to Mask. Has yet to be found. Is right here. Has yet to be found. What if I say is yet to be proof? Of course, I've got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. A man is to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get after all. Ah! I see. I thought perhaps you have some evidence to back up your assertion. It's no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove this guy is a thief. Don't give up, Nick. Try to think harder. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But, are you gonna just give up and lose this? So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counter-attack at all. It seems a cloud of suspicion running the witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have any... What the... What? Who? Who are you? That doesn't really matter now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky Boy, the thing you've been looking for, I found it! You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's inside the bag? Well? That's the sacred urn, Nick! It's the urn! Order, order, order! You, madame! That urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants, ace detective Luke at me. Oh, Desi! You're the best! Sacred urn, updated, found in the office of Luke at me, has pink splotches all over it. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Amy? You're gonna have a hard time weaseling... Even you are gonna have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Ha! Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Abney was involved? Before casting the aspersion on Detective Abney, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree Delight. Is that correct? Yes! What about it? Ha! How charming. The length of a woman willing to get to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As a wife of a criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here. So in other words, the evidence was tampered with, according to Godot. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madame, this town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more you could compound the treachery of evidence here. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. You misogynistic asshole. Mr. Light, please, Nicky Boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. That bag had that urn. I've got to prove that urn was actually... That means show fingerprints on the urn, testify what I saw, show fingerprints on the urn. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who guarding the urn in the first place. And in any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Lick, what are you going to do now? Okay, let's take outside the box. His fingerprints don't mean anything. I'm so far back now, I must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Like mine, perhaps? The defense proposes the fingerprints on the urn... proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Myself! So what is this fuss about the fingerprints anyways? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute, we can't just open this private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy, this is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a second, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it feels, it's kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. That's when it all ended. So his fingerprints are actually on it. It's true that I didn't get the chance to look at the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it. And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Actually, it does. Because it was in the office there yesterday. Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say about Agent Andrews. The person in charge of the exhibits said... I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. So in other words, it could have only been done yesterday. If she polished it that much, she would have removed any all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday. At the Abney Detective Agency. Ha! This blend, Godot Blend 107. I decided a little too bitter after all. See, you don't have that counter-argument to it. Order, order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff! Take this urn in. Wait! Wait a moment, Your Honor, there's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely, I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on that urn. What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. But he's got a counter-argument. Here! He's losing it, isn't he? Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy is none other than a fruitcake. If fruitcakes had nuts. And was off-limits to everybody who had allergies. You see? It was me all along. I am the one and only Mask. Haha, I hope you enjoyed my little performance. Hee ha 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 ho ho hee. The hell? Well, Miss Godot, what's Mr. Abney's condition? He's still in the lobby laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. Oh, great. Too early, isn't it? You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not so right is what I was actually trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky odious thief who've been stealing all the treasures. It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do I. Pronounce me guilty, please! I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but... the true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry up and pass check. What are you talking about? I'm already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Why is he just confessing? Mr. Godot, don't just stand there and drinking coffee. Ha! Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you're a mess, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir, I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to this fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in this life to become a man. That's kind of what I threw away. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay, then talk. We're all listening. Oh, well. Let's all listen to this confession. Of course it wouldn't end like that. Mask demasks identity. The truth is, I've been masked all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually masked, can you? I don't have an alibi for the next... I don't have an alibi for the night of the urn. For the night... I don't have an alibi for the night of the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and instantly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo, that's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off. That's all. I don't like the direction this trial is taking. But this is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. Ha! You're doing great. Hee, stop it, Mr. Godot, you're embarrassing me. You want to live up to this fantasy. That's what you want. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, right? But if you make it through with these in flying colors, I'll keep my promise to you. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true mask to mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot, I'll do my best. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for a cross-examination. Okay, fine. The truth is, I've been mask to mask all along. Then why... Oh, for frick's sakes. Hold it! All along. You may think you're the real mask to mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Jessie yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have a complicated family situation, I suppose. What should I do? It sounds more like it gets harder. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyways. And second, there's one thing that Jessie absolutely detests. It's criminals. If that's the case, then why do you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Jessie is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life. Your Honor, I guess you could say I'm a Jessie-aholic. So you have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Please continue with this testimony. I beg of you. I mean, you can't prove that I'm actually mask to mask, can you? Hold it! I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, if you're the real mask to mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey, now that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyways? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be mask to mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need a shift strategy. Or I should try to show that Ron Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. Hold it! You've got no alibi? I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, it was in Lord Lee Taylor that night. No, that's too vague even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What was it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyways? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case is a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Ha! You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. No! Wake up and smell the protein shake. Well, I think I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant had an alibi. Can I have a second to look through my evidence to see if I can? What are the entrance? Found the KG 30, 198. His wallet, opens, leaves the record when used. Found a KG security building at 1 in the morning. Yes, I have evidence. I have the evidence, or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Oh! I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry. Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show the court that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. He was at his security job! Found in Rollins' wallet. Take that! The wallet. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you. Am I correct? Ah, yes it does. I have lost it somewhere. Right, you have found this wallet. You should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet? Let's see, I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Destiny and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at the KB security headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB security that night. No! You do have an alibi. You just love to lie a lie. So if the defendant was at the KB security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then it proves that he had a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lord Tailor and KB security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyways. So your wallet was elsewhere. Meaning you were elsewhere. Mr. Goto, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on now, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the one who calls me thief, Mr. Goto. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Because you were working at KB Security. Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not the heist. Planted it there, he's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took out to use this, didn't you? The keycard at KB Security CEO office. No! Ha! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would the thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. Why would he go to KB Security? Because of the blackmail letter. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the code of KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th, if you don't want to make the red diamond receipt. The stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 a.m. in the night. The blackmail letter, so take that! Mr. Ron Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Ah, that's... what is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Yes, this basically... it basically says bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like a blackmail, alright. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmail himself. In KB Security CEO office, a half an hour away from the scene of the crime. No. Order! So when the theft at the area occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defendant. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... well, let's just say that my good old Blend 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But do you actually investigate the CEO at all? Hold on a second. Receive. If you don't, I'll take the red diamond you received the other day instead. Hold on a second. There's no mention of the CEO. Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof, I'm not sure what I think about that. Not sure what I think of that? At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of myself. You claim that defendant entered the CEO's office. Right, you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I thought we were going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? There is someone else who can testify. Someone else at the ZKG picked up Ron Delight's wallet while working on the night of the crime. So Larry Butt can testify. This is a person who can testify the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. Larry! Who is this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. Just looking at this picture makes the bile start to rise from my throat. Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working at the guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this keycard. Yep, that keycard they used in the building at work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You'll need it to get into the room, and every time you use it, it leaves the record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing the keycard's data. Bah! So you have no argument. Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. So, what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of the use. According to the data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Found in Ron's wallet, used on October 12th, the night of the crime at 1 a.m. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask of the photo. Ha! It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then, you concede that my client was not able to commit the crime? Ron Delight was clearly in the office of the KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be mask to mask. Good job, you did it, Nick! That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment. Before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. No. Her. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty! Yes! Finally. Court is now adjourned. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Nick! You did it! You were right after all! Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky Boy! Oh, Mr. Late! I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky Boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Late. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mystic. Oh, Pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yes. Who's this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. Youch. She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree DeLate. She's our client's wife. Yes. Mr. Nick. Yes. You're even worse than I thought, going behind the back of your own client. No, you got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you! Ow. A double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? Because Shakespeare wrote it better. We got the secret urn back and the thief has been caught. Well, what of look at me? You're so right, and that's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Mr. Light, and brought us the urn back. Thanks to you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. We won the case. Then why does this guy still look so glum? But I'm the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, honey. I know, and I appreciate it, Tessie. But the thing is, come on, give the kid some time. What? He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know what that feeling, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trett. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime's over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard was discovered. Cain Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? He's the CEO of the company. Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time the cheap alarm was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, you figured it out already, haven't you? Are you saying improving my client innocent from theft, you're somehow implicating him on murder? Have you already forgotten about the piece of info I helped you out with today? Helped me out? What? On October 12th at 1 in the morning, Rondelite was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting the blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbued with rage? You're going from theft to murder. Come on now, don't tell me you don't know. Rondelite was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? It looks like that alibi you saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged, kind of an anti-alibi. Oh crap. No way. You can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder happened. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. But I'm a thief, I tell you. Rondelite, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trites. You and I aren't through each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, it's time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very own eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me! The alibi that somehow got him out of the Tailor Basement warehouse is the same alibi that helped him get indicted for murder at the security building. Crap. Yeah, Runny! Arrested for murder on the very same day he is declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next? Alright, that's it, break time! I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna do part 2 tomorrow. Alright, I gotta save, I gotta go, I gotta end the live stream. I need to relax, so... later!